Items being pondered as early voting continues, and even for those voters who are waiting until Election Day, the 7 proposed amendments to the state constitution and a proposition that would legalize sports betting here in Louisiana. Scott Brazda broke down the amendments 1 through 4 yesterday, and tonight it's amendments 5 through 7.
Hi everybody, Scott Brazda here, looking official with the telephone, but most importantly with a microphone. We talked about amendments yesterday, 1 through 4. Now let's talk about amendments 5, 6, and 7 and that all-important sports betting proposition. Amendment number 5. Do you support an amendment to authorize local governments to enter into cooperative endeavor ad valorem tax exemption agreements with new or expanding manufacturing establishments for payments in lieu of taxes? Huh? Ad valorem? Ad valorem taxes are property taxes. Why don't we just call them that? Essentially, a business can make a deal with a local government to make a negotiated payment instead of paying property taxes, but the manufacturer has to give the local taxing authority the title to the business, who then leases the business back to the manufacturer for a small fee. A vote for this amendment would provide new options for manufacturers and local governments to schedule payments instead of property taxes for industrial expansions. And here's the biggie: the business doesn't lose ownership. Amendment 6. Do you support an amendment to increase the maximum amount of income a person may receive and still qualify for the special assessment level for residential property receiving the homestead exemption? A vote for would allow homeowners with higher incomes to qualify for the property tax assessment freeze. Now, the level would rise from $77,000 to $100,000. Proponents say it would make the state more attractive to retirees. Vote against. Well, fans of no say more people are working later in life, they don't need the increase, and they're already providing the state some much-needed tax dollars. Amendment 7. Do you support an amendment to create the Louisiana Unclaimed Property Permanent Trust Fund to preserve the money that remains unclaimed by its owner or owners? Well, there's money out there from bank accounts or insurance payments, and it often goes unclaimed. But you know what? That money belongs to the people, not to the state. Problem is, while it waits for people to claim their money, the state uses the money and then looks to replenish it. And if claims are made, sometimes the money isn't immediately there because it was already spent. Payments are delayed. Saying yes would create a new fund, one that would, 1, lock in the principal, and then by allowing the fund to be invested, it would create a future revenue stream for the state that would not be dependent on spending other people's property. And then there's this proposition: shall sports wagering activities and operations be permitted in parishes? Now, proponents of this amendment say we're already betting on sporting events. Why not let state governments, local governments legislate it, regulate it, and tax it? Opponents, however, believe this would be a major expansion of gambling in Louisiana, adding that it's a blatant effort bringing younger people into casinos. According to a recent Wallet Hub analysis, Louisiana is already the 5th most gambling addictive state. These amendments and the proposition will be on that November 3rd ballot. Go to PAR, Public Affairs Research Council, for more information as you consider your choices. In Lafayette, Scott Brazda, KATC TV3.